Well, my name is Andrew Fletcher. I've come from East Sussex for the weekend at the Asylum 2011. It's my first visit and I'm enjoying it very much. Everybody at the Asylum has been really kind. So many costumes, so many different aspects and takes on the concept, and it's one of those things that leaves you speechless because there's no way you can describe how wonderfully rubbish it is.
And creative.
Oh yes, creative. I mean, I've gone with things that are very simple to put together. I've literally just shoved things on or things I've just found. But if you look around, there are people who have made their own weaponry, their own bits of costumes, and you can see the detail and the effort they put into it. It's really quite something. I would really recommend to anybody who has an interest in steampunk to come along to this event.
Yeah, we travelled up together.
Is this your first time?
Yep. It's brilliant so far. You hear about how nice everyone is at this event, but it's impossible to believe until you get here.
No, did we?
Dracula connection.
Well, it was friends that got us into it.
Oh yeah.
We go now all the time, don't we?
Yeah.
Whereas they go, they don't know. We go up for the day and we dress up
Victorian
now.
golf.
We just dress in
Right.
our Victorian gear.
If we,
Apart from the 2 weekends, whereas normally we would,
Yeah.
But while we've been going to Whitby, really, the steampunk,
Seems to be
over the
taking-
4 years we've been going, you could see it developing.
It's that kind of place.
Well, my name's Ben. I'm sometimes known as Cubanoid to people on Facebook or Brass Skulls. And this is the first time I come to Asylum. It's held in Lincoln every year. This is the 3rd one. But I actually won honorary passes to come here because I'm the London tea duelling champion, which was an event that was held at Kew Bridge Steam Museum. They had the greatest steampunk exhibition there, which went on from May till August. And I've been battling the ancient Victorian sport of tea duelling, and I'm the London champion, so that's why I'm here. I'm here to not drink champagne, but to drink tea and battle to, uphold the honour of Kew Bridge.
No, not going up there. Can't go up there. Can you look around?
There we go.
My name is Margarita and I come from Moscow, and I came specifically to this weekend, which is apparently the biggest steampunk, of which I learned only about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I bought the last tickets, perhaps maybe 20th or 19th last ticket, and I came and I wasn't aware of all the culture here, but now I'm so fascinated and now I know what to wear next time. Yes, so it will be much more sophisticated. Thank you very much. I looked at the pictures on the internet, of course, and I did my research a little bit, but next year it will be more color and more jewelry. I want to buy this fantastic jewelry they produce. So I understand it's a new culture, but I feel so at home here. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Next year I will be absolutely fabulous with all the plumage and all this fantastic jewelry. But thank you, yes. I did my best to dress up for this event, and I have this fantastic cape, which is actually, it is a Victorian one, but I want to more sophisticated and maybe artistic jewelry and outfits next time when I come. Thank you.
Well, actually, I was goth way back in the day when it was goth in the 80s, and I've just continued from there really. So I've always been somebody that likes to get dressed up. Definitely, yeah. It's sort of everything, like the goth thing came from the punk thing. You know, it's just like, you know, amalgamated along, hasn't it, really? Oh, it has. I think about the steampunks, it's much more open to interpretation, and spreads across the ages, doesn't it? I mean, you get people that's very young, you get people that's, you know, older. So very, you know, wide age range, very wide demographic, really. So everybody, lots of people do, you know, from different backgrounds, different professions.
Okay, I'm Rebecca, and I've come from a sort of a gothic background, and I was very into Victoriana and vampires, and somehow we veered from vampires and gothic sort of area into steampunk, and that really came from an event that we did a few years ago in London, one of our friends ran, called Steampunk Slayers and Vampire Villains. And I was always the vampire, but now I'm slowly moving into the steampunk side of things.
Well, that was great. So it's quite a social event.
Absolutely. There's a lot going on.
That's
Yeah.
right. It's well, you're fashionistas, aren't you?
It's an excuse to dress up.
It's good enough for me.
So how long have you been into all this kind of stuff?
This is our first event.
Really? Right.
We only found out about it about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
We're actually usually into a slightly different scene. We usually catch us dressed up as fairies, goblins and elves.
Oh yeah.
And we do a lot of the Avalon fairy balls and all that sort of thing.
Cool, cool.
But we heard about this one, thought, sounds interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is our very first one.
Cool.
But we've already got plans in motion for next year.
Good.
There's already some drawings. The gun will be bigger.
Well, this is our first time here. We're just a group of friends. We just like dressing up and going to silly parties.
Yeah.
And really. So, but we like.
So how did you come up with this particular?
Because it was £5 in a second-hand shop in Exeter.
Money.
And, yeah. And we just walked in there because we do a lot of like fancy dress parties and things.
Yeah.
And we're always looking out for like really silly fancy dress. And we just literally, I saw this in this second-hand shop, and Becky said, "Oh, it's a £5, you've got to get it."
Yeah.
So the only thing with buying second-hand priest outfits is we discovered that the priest who had this before didn't believe in the saying "cleanliness is next to godliness." So it took about 2 or 3 washes before we removed the heavenly aroma, shall we say.
Do you want a picture of all our bags?
He's not much taller than you.
So where are you ladies from?
Brighton.
All this way for this.
Brightonia.
Have you been to these events before?
Yes, I was here last year.
I wasn't here last.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing, guys? Hi, not too bad. Some really funny group stuff. I like the